What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Just back again with another video. This is your one-stop shop for anime and manga. Let's get into it. What's up, y'all? Thank you to everyone who's been watching. If you're new here and you like my content, you like what I'm doing, consider subscribing, leaving a like, hit the bell so you know I post another video. Now, let's get into my manga haul. Alright, y'all, this is my manga haul. So, this video is coming out a little bit earlier in the year because I've gotten all the manga that I want for the year. If I get some more, like during Christmas or maybe New Year's or anything like that, you'll definitely see it in a future video. But as for right now, this is all the manga that I've picked up in the month of December, and this is all the manga I picked up for the rest of the year. The first volume I picked up is something I've been looking for forever. I've been trying to find this for the longest time. I could not find it, and that's The World's Finest Assassin. So, that's not really the name of it. The actual name of this manga is The World's Finest Assassin Gets Reincarnated in Another World as an Aristocrat. Now, I chose to call this World's Finest Assassin just because I cannot say the name without reading it. So, just for the sake of making this video a little bit shorter, this is by far one of my favorite isekais. This and Jobless Reincarnation. Definitely I recommend to everyone pick this up. If not, definitely watch the anime first. This is one of those series that I think you need to watch the anime because for whatever reason, the anime has a little more information. Like, it draws the characters out a little bit more. I'm not gonna lie, when I read this volume, I wasn't really that drawn into the characters like I was in the anime. But because I've seen the anime first, I know what's gonna go on. I already have that connection towards the characters. So in the manga, it doesn't really, draw you in like that. They don't do that real in-depth character development like the anime does. So this is one of those series that I recommend probably checking out the anime first. Once you check out the anime, if you really enjoy it, consider picking up the manga like I did. And then you'll probably get even better appreciation for these characters, especially being that the anime is only about 2.5 volumes in. Once that's over, the other half of volume 3 is completely new. You haven't seen before. So definitely, if you want to know more about the story, check out World's Finest Assassin. The next series I picked up is slowly becoming one of my favorites just because of how quirky and funny it is, and that's Candy and Cigarettes. I love Candy and Cigarettes because it's about an 11-year-old assassin and this older gentleman, and they just have a granddaughter-grandfather type of relationship. So far, I am really enjoying the series. This volume specifically started off a little slow for me, but it definitely picked up, and I definitely enjoy it. I recommend this to anyone who just wants a nice, chill read. If you don't know, it's about this 11-year-old girl who is a fully trained assassin. She knows what she's doing. She can kill. She can do everything. And this old dude is basically a retired cop, and he has to work with her and basically be her bodyguard slash babysitter, taking care of her, making sure that she's all right so that she can, go ahead and do her assassinations. And their dynamic is just so funny. It's so good. There's a real just wholesome bond between them because he's really like her grandfather. She really, at the end of the day, is an 11-year-old. She's not one of those, crazy anime girls that I'm 11 years old, but I'm, wise in my years. No, she acts just like a kid. So I really enjoy that about this specific series. The next manga I picked up was just something I had to pick up because I found the Naruto anime manga in my closet somewhere. And once I found that, I knew I had to get the next one, which is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime manga. So if you don't know what this is, the anime manga is essentially the Yu-Gi-Oh! Movie in manga format. I really wasn't going to get this specific volume, but because I found the other Naruto anime manga, I figured why not get this one as well. And I'm probably done with the anime mangas. I don't think I'm going to get any other ones because they're not really that good. They're just the movie. So if I really want to enjoy this specific content, I'll just watch the Yu-Gi-Oh! Movie or I'll just watch the Naruto movie. But that's my next volume that I picked up, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime manga. Now that I got those out the way, I kind of did a thing. Y'all know how, if y'all seen my last video, I was talking about those manga tips and how you should stay on budget and, make sure you do this and that. Yeah, I didn't really do that. It wasn't my fault. See, what had happened was Right Stuff was doing this crazy sale. I think it's still going on. But the specific sale I'm talking about is the week that they did the JoJo sale. So I kind of bought all of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Now, you see behind me, I have a few volumes. So specifically what I have is all of part 1. I have all of part 2. And I have the first 5 volumes of JoJo part 3, Stardust Crusaders. So what had happened was I picked up the rest. So that means you'll see right now. That's right, I picked up JoJo's Bizarre Adventure part 3, volume 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, And then I picked up all of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 4, which is Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, 4, 5, Volume 6, 7, 8, and finally Volume 9. And lastly, I picked up all what's current of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Golden Wind. So that's Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, Volume 4, Volume 5, and finally the most up-to-date Volume 6. Now, I know what y'all thinking. Do not judge me for this. This was not my fault. Who told Right Stuff to do a whole crazy sale on JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? Don't judge me. I love JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I think it's one of my favorite series of all time. It's slowly getting up there, but I have to continue reading it. I've only ever seen the anime. I've read through all of Part 1. I'm rereading Part 2. So we're going to get through all these parts. But as of right now, please just try not to judge me for this. I'm sorry. This is not even everything. I still have Part 5 that I can't hold up. It's too much. Alright, so we've got this down to a manageable size. Like I said, Part 3, Part 4, and Part 5 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. So, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure for me is something that I didn't really get into until maybe a few years ago, and I truly fell in love with it. This may be a hot take, but one of my favorite parts of JoJo is Part 1. I just love the colors of it. I just love the story when I reread it. Everything about it just really piques my interest. But my all-time favorite part, as of right now, is Part 5. Slowly becoming Part 6 because I'm watching the anime. Can't wait to finish that. I can't wait to read it. I want to see how fast-paced the actual manga really is. I recommend everyone to get into JoJo's Bizarre Adventure because I just think it's a nice, amazing shonen series. I think everyone's going to like it. It may, let me not say everyone. It may not be for everyone because there are, the JoJo memes that everyone talks about and things like that. But if you just could get past all that, it's a very good action-packed shonen beatdown series. And the trick that I've done to get other people into JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is basically to start them off with Part 5. And the reason I do that is because out of all the parts, Part 5 is the most, I guess I could say, standalone part. With this part, they don't really tie into the other parts on like how, slight spoiler, every JoJo is essentially related to the past JoJo. So whether it be the grandson or the next grandson or the daughter or, the another son or anything like that, this JoJo specifically, he's connected to the family, but in a different way. And it's in a way that you don't really need to know if you haven't gotten into JoJo. You can just enjoy Part 5 for what it is, with the fighting, with the abilities, with the powers, and with the, essentially the type of show that it is. Because basically all the JoJo shows and manga, they follow the kind of same format where they fight like a different villain and then eventually go on to the final villain. But anyway, that's enough of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. You guys know how much I love this series, and I really recommend it to everyone. Pick it up, see if you like it. It may be a little hard to get into Part 1 because I know not everyone likes Part 1. I'm pretty much the only one I know of that really enjoys Part 1 more than like Part 3, more than like Part 2. But other than that, definitely give it a try. So that's my manga haul for the month. And as you can see, I kind of went a little over budget mainly because of that JoJo haul. But I had to pick it up. To get up to date with JoJo was just something I had to do. And because of that, I essentially just stopped buying manga for the rest of the year. Because that's it. I'm tapped out. I got all of JoJo as well as a few separate singles that I really enjoyed. So I wanted to call this my JoJo haul, but I don't know if I should. But basically, I hope you guys enjoyed my JoJo haul because that's essentially what this was. If you made it this far into the video, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys are having a great new year. Happy holidays. And thank you for watching. This is your boy Just. I'm off this.